you talked about it. I didn't even see the interview. I seen the clip.
Yeah.
When they asked you if ever going to speak again, and you like.
He crossed the line. With Game, I feel like there's a line that was crossed. Like Beans ain't go there. Like
I understand
that's
what
my
you're
nigga.
saying.
Like we get on the phone, I'm gonna pick up the phone tonight. Like you know what I'm saying? But I feel like between them, I don't even have to ask Jay. It ain't even like Jay said it to me and was like, nah, this is done. It ain't never. I just knowing him.
But the reason I brought that out, it isn't even about, because like Biggs my big bro too. Shout out to Biggs.
Yeah, shout out Biggs, definitely.
So,
Silent OG.
Yeah, that's my big bro. So it's like this. For instance, right? And that's what I'm saying, right? I built a few different entities that's doing well. Right now, unless Jay feels like being nostalgic or whatever, you're gonna see those hats that you wear. It ain't. We could go roc-a-fella every 5, 6, 7, 8 years, but this is what we pumping.
It's what it is
right now.
They're done with Dame Dash, and Jay-Z agrees. And the fallout is bigger than you think. Cam and Bleek spoke on the Rock Salad podcast about boundaries being crossed, loyalty, and why some lines just can't be walked back. Bleek made it clear, it's not about holding grudges. It's about respecting each other and knowing when a relationship is finished. They even touched on Jay-Z's thoughts, and the respect between them is real. Bleek said he didn't even want to ask Jay. He just knows where Jay stands. That's the level of loyalty we're talking about. No drama, no social media smoke, just understanding who's really in your corner. They also broke down how to balance nostalgia with moving forward. Talking about the past is fine, but they're focused on building right now, making moves, and creating real impact. Cam mentioned selling the company for hundreds of millions of dollars and how it's about the present, not the future, and not being stuck on old stories. Now I'm about to play this clip for y'all, but before I do, I just need y'all to like, leave your thoughts down below in the comment section, and subscribe. Let's get into it.
When me and you beefing, and me and Jewels and Jim, not saying we was beefing, but we wasn't on the same page. So it was a real question for me, and Jim got mad about it and still upset to this day about it. But I'm never going to say never. But at the end of the day, if you got to think about it, the disputes, the arguments, the reunions, is 15 years old, and the run was 7 years old. I don't know if it could never go right. He got records dissing me earlier this year, whatever. I don't really pay no mind. People send it to me. But you got to think about it. He put a song called Our Frenemies in like 2008. 17 years of diss records towards me. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? My brain ain't there.
It's the same way with Beans. Beans got diss records dissing me and all that. And it's like, I don't know where niggas coming from. But at the end of the day, like when the lights cut off, the music cut off, everything cut off, I can never erase what was.
Right, exactly.
You know what I mean? But it's time for niggas to definitely embrace what is. Like,
exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And that's what I be saying to niggas. Like
the best thing, and it's totally different scenarios, but you talked about it. I didn't even see the interview. I seen the clip.
Yeah.
When they asked you if niggas are ever gonna speak again. And you like,
he crossed the line. Like with Game, I feel like there's a line that was crossed. Like Beans ain't go there. Like
I understand
that's
what
my
you're
nigga.
saying.
Like we get on the phone, I'm gonna pick up the phone tonight. Like you know what I'm saying? But I feel like between them, I don't even have to ask Jay. It ain't even like Jay said it to me and was like, nah, niggas is done. Nigga. It ain't never. I just knowing him.
But the reason I brought that out, it isn't even about, because like Biggs my big bro too. Shout out to Biggs.
Yeah, shout out Biggs, definitely.
So,
Silent OG.
Yeah, that's my big bro. So it's like this. For instance, right? And that's what I'm saying, right? I built a few different entities that's doing well. Right now, unless Jay feels like being nostalgic or whatever, you're gonna see those hats that you wear. It ain't. We could go roc-a-fella every 5, 6, 7, 8 years, but this is what we pumping.
It's what it is
right now. Exactly. So it's never not a problem to feel nostalgic and reminisce. But if you do too much of that reminiscing and just base everything you doing off of what the past was, you just gonna sound like a nigga with a bunch of stories and you old and bitter and so on and so forth. For me, it's about still creating and moving forward and making sure that when I do talk about old shit, we gonna talk about what's now too.
That's right.
Because it's great to have memories and talk about everything. But imagine if the nigga Hov would just be talking about, yo, remember in 90, hey, yo, remember, hey, yo, remember when we was in 2000? Nah, we can talk about that, but this is what I got going on today. I just sold the company for 480 million.
That's a
you
fact.
get what I'm saying?
That's
what it's about. He's not wearing Roc-a-fella hats every day. He's not, you understand? He's moved on, and to me, that's what it's really about. I love to reminisce and love to have fun, but if that's all we talking about,
and I can't do it.
Yeah, I can't do it.
No, I feel you, bro. It's the same with the Roc-a-fella shit. I'll be on that. They be like, yo, let's do the Roc-a-fella shows. And it's like, bro, I can't do that. It's no more Roc-a-fella.
Right, exactly.
It's just like what we doing. It don't even make no sense.
Right.
It's like
everybody not going, and no disrespect to nobody out there like that. Nobody not going to keep themselves in shape. Everybody, some niggas looking sloppy still.
I got a trainer though. I got a trainer. I'm trying to get back, right?
I juice every day, all type of shit. Some niggas you pull up, you be like, right?
Yeah, word up. You be looking at niggas like, damn, fam.
Exactly.
This moment with Cam and Bleek is bigger than just old Roc-a-fella drama. What they shared on Rock Solid Podcast shows the value of loyalty, boundaries, and knowing when to move on. I gotta be honest, it's refreshing to see people in the industry speak their truth without making it messy for clout or clicks. That's what set these legends apart. To me, this isn't about picking sides. It's about recognizing growth. Cam and Bleek have built empires, made millions, and kept their integrity. Dame Dash played a role in their history, no doubt. But sometimes relationships run their course. That doesn't make anybody the villain. It just makes it real life. And Jay-Z agreeing with them tells you a lot about how respect and loyalty works at the highest level. I like how Cam talked about nostalgia versus the present. You can celebrate your past, but if you live there, you stop building. That's a lesson to anybody in business, music, or in life in general. Cam sold a company for hundreds of millions of dollars. He's creating now, and he's focused on what's next. That kind of mindset is rare in this game, and seeing Bleek echo it shows the chemistry and mutual respect they've maintained over the decades. What's even more impressive is how they handle it publicly. They could have dragged names, caused drama, or disrespected everybody, but instead they laid it out, explained their decisions, and stayed professional. That's the kind of transparency and insight fans rarely get. It's a masterclass in handling conflicts without losing dignity or leverage. Honestly, watching this makes me think about the lessons we can all take from their careers. Loyalty matters, but so does knowing when to pivot. Respect is everything, but so is building your own lane. And sometimes the loudest statement isn't a post or a fight. It's your work, your moves, and the legacy you leave behind. This isn't just about Roc-a-fella history. This is about strategy, mindset, and respect in the game. Watching Cam and Bleek handle this reminds me that the real power moves are often quiet but calculated. That's what builds legacies. That's what separates the people who last in this industry from the ones who fade. Remember, it's not about drama. It's about learning from their story, taking notes on loyalty, respect, and timing, and thinking about how we can apply it to our own paths. Cam and Bleek gave fans a peek behind the curtain, and it's inspiring if you pay attention to the lessons instead of the gossip. So let me ask y'all this. Do you think Cam and Bleek made the right call cutting ties with Dame Dash while keeping Jay-Z's respect intact? And how would you handle a situation where business and loyalty clash like that? Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section, and make sure you like and subscribe. Peace.